Okay, here goes nothing. The maiden voyage. What's up, everybody? We're doing this one a little bit differently. Oh shit. No motorcycles. I'm on a boat. This is the boat right here. Today's Wednesday, and got plans to spend the next two nights at a backcountry campsite that's out here on the Peace River here in southwestern Florida. This is the first time, well, unless you count about 3 minutes in the pool at my mom's house a couple days ago. This is my first time in a kayak. What could possibly go wrong? It's beautiful out here. This boat, I think, was sunken during Hurricane, was it Charlie? Which like smashed this area. Pretty awesome out here. Okay, well, home sweet home. Okay, geez, that was a lot of work. I have not started doing. I just dumped everything onto the table, and put on my boots with my shorts because I want to look as cool as possible out here. Okay, I don't know what I expected, but I did not expect this much of a. I don't know if you can tell on video here. I don't know if you can tell how, like, I mean, this is like, it's almost like stairs, like one onto that rock there and then down. I mean, that's, the water's a good, I don't know, probably 8 feet below where I'm standing right now. So, and it's, of course, it's all covered, you know, it's like a tunnel and all this nonsense. So anyway, I had to unload the boat down there, bring everything up. I kind of just threw a lot of it, you know, up onto the, up here, and then do it that way. But But we made it. Kayak camping. I bought this just a couple of weeks ago. Totally on a whim. I've never really kayaked before. But not too long ago I stumbled across some YouTube channels and videos and stuff that like were all about kayak camping, and I was like, that looks awesome. So I found this. This is a cheap boat. I got it on Craigslist for $100. This is a 10-foot Pelican. I think it's the Pursuit 100. You know, not an expensive kayak, but got the job done. Came with that paddle for 100 bones. Check out I'm pretty proud of my GoPro rig that I put on here. I took one of the like, these are the like in the display boxes when you buy a GoPro. This is what's in the top of the box, and the camera is mounted to it, and it's just like glued to the cardboard in the box. So I kept one for the longest time. I was like, man, someday I'll find a use for that. That seems pretty handy because it's got the GoPro, you know, receiver clip on it. Sure enough, got this kayak, bolted it on here, and then through a series of, I've got a leash on it, but through a series of like adapters and stuff, I can have it here to face forward, or I can just swing it around to face the cockpit. Huh? Huh? Pretty clever. Man, that was work. I saw a huge alligator on the bank as I was paddling down to get here. I think it was about just under a 2-mile paddle to get here. It took me about, I don't know, 40 minutes, 45 minutes. So now it's 3:15, and I'm gonna kind of just walk around. Well, I'll just take the camera. I'm gonna walk around a little bit and kind of just see what's here. I need to get some firewood and all that stuff. I think the low tonight is about 58 here, so should be nice weather for a little campfire. It's pretty overgrown and shitty out here. I'm gonna get to work. I got a few things I gotta handle. For now, I need to start gathering some wood and get all that stuff together, which means I need gloves. All right, check in a little bit. Been working on getting some wood. There's a bunch of this kind of stuff around here, so I broke a bunch of it down to, you know, some usable stuff. And then this tree was down right in here, and it was laying the other way. But I went back there, it's dead. And I went back there and flipped it over, and I've just sawed some pieces off of it. I've got to tell you, this thing right here, the Baco Laplander, is incredible. I just picked this up not too long ago. I've only used it a couple times, but it just goes right through dead wood. Super handy. I dig this thing. I wish it came with a sheath. I've heard that it fits well in the magazine pouches for the HK. I think it's the UMP 45. So I may pick one of those up. I put this lanyard. It came with like a leather, like a brown leather kind of cord lanyard. But I put this orange one on here just because, I mean, the colors of it, if I were to drop it, it might be hard to spot. So I put this orange lanyard on it. I've just been hanging it over my Mora knife, you know, and it kind of just hangs there. So, right in front of this old trusty gal, Glock 27. I've got it loaded with the first shot in it, the one that's in the hole, is snake shot, like little shotgun shells for 40 caliber. And then the rest of it's Federal Hydro Shocks. So there's the boat, there's the stairway to hell right behind it, down to the water. And here's camp. I haven't decided where I'm gonna put my tent. There's really not any really good areas for it. This is all kind of lumpy. I saw a big gator on the riverbank as I was paddling in. I didn't see him until I was pretty close to him, which is always good for a little jolt. I mean, they're, you know, they don't come after you. Really, I grew up on a lake here in Florida, so I'm you know, reasonably used to being around them, and not being around them, but knowing that they're in the. There's an armadillo. Man, I've been working. So pretty much since I got here, it was work. Getting that boat unloaded and getting everything up onto the shore, and then getting the boat up here. And then, well, I mean, it was work paddling here, kind of, for a novice. I think it was right around 2 miles, maybe just a smidge under. And then it was just a matter of kind of getting camp set up, and well, I haven't really even gotten camp set up yet, but you know, getting the process started anyway. Getting wood and all that. I think I've got enough wood to last me for tonight, and then tomorrow I'll go out and see what I can find. I mean, I really probably have enough for both nights as it is with that tree. This, I sawed off a piece of it up here, and it's completely full of termites. I sawed off a knot that was right here that was not full of termites. I mean, hell, I could even just drag this over the edge of the ring and it looks like somebody else has done that. Just let it burn this. I think for now I'm gonna go ahead and get the tent set up. I just don't know where I'm gonna put it. I kind of would like for it to just be close to everything else. Maybe I'll just drop it right here. Seeing as how I have to pack everything in, pack everything out. There's no bottles of wine tonight. It's the Boda brick. This right here is 2 bottles. 2 bottles worth. And then when it's empty, it'll be, you know, I mean, I'll burn the cardboard, and then I guess it's like some kind of plastic bag. Yeah, and I'll just, you know, that'll be empty. I'll just pack it out, easy. So it was quite a load coming in, because I've got the MSR Dromedary. This is 6 liters of water right here, and then I have my Camelback in my backpack over here, which is another 2 liters. And then I had room for 1 more bottle, so I just threw this guy, which is I think 1 liter, 1.5 liters. So I'm good on water. That's 6, 8, 9.5. There's a little bit left in there. You know, 10 liters of water for 48 hours. So I should be pretty well squared away, although I do intend to use probably all of it. I've been sweating like crazy trying to gather wood and everything. It's a little toasty out here, but the sun's going down. And yeah, it's about time to prepare to settle into the camp vibes. Tonight for dinner is either going to be, this is all my food here, it's either going to be Mountain House lasagna or chicken and rice. and then tomorrow night will be the other one. So, you know, I've got a lot of things I brought to eat require water. So, but I'm good on water. I've got, what did I say, 10 liters. So that's, you know, 2.5 gallons for 48 hours. That's good. So, all right. Yeah, check this out. This is where I came in. Tide's gone out a little bit. The water was up in here when I got here, but that's been about, I don't know, 3 hours ago? No, like 2 hours ago, 2.5 hours ago. Yeah. Did I mention that I saw a huge alligator on the way in here? So of course, as I'm standing down here in the twilight hours, well, it's not quite twilight yet, but of course that stays on my mind a little bit. Anyway, yeah, so today's Wednesday. It's currently about 5:15, and I'm here until Friday, 2 nights. So, thanks for coming along. So beautiful out here. Hopefully, it's a pretty clear night so far. Hopefully it stays that way, because I'm pretty far from anything, and I would expect that the stars will be pretty on point. So we'll see. All right, I'm gonna get a fire going, and yeah, we're here. This is how you get back up to where I am camping. It may not look like much on camera, but if those roots and rocks and stuff weren't in the right places, there'd be no way. Okay, well, I think it's about time to get the wine thing going. Seeing as how I don't have the luxury of having a car, or even the motorcycle is a little bit easier in this regard, in that, you know, I mean, right now everything I pack in has to be packed out, and you can see it looks it's quite a bit of stuff. It looks like more than it really is, but I mean, this is all just water and stuff. But anyway, it is it's wine time tonight. Rather than a bottle, I went with, I've never had this before, but I went with the box. I have no idea what to expect, but we're gonna find out. I'm sure this is gonna be a bit of a challenge to do this without making a big mess. Let's see. All right, a little taste test. Let's see. This is Boda. What is this? Boda Brick? Is that the brand of the wine? I guess it is. This is the Boda Brick Cabernet. California. It doesn't really tell you much about what's actually in here. Vented and bottled. Manteca. Oh, okay, Manteca. That's like up by that's like in between San Francisco and Yosemite. It's like east of San Francisco ish. I've been there. I stayed there one night on my big motorcycle trip. Manteca. Doesn't say what year. Oh, 2015. Cheers, everyone. Here's to a new thing, a new way of finding some new places. My hammock, I brought it along not knowing what kind of situation I was going to come across out here, and you know, I thought I might be able to use it and kind of chill out in it. I haven't seen anywhere where I'm going to be able to hang it up, but I'm going to look. I'm going to kind of go hike around tomorrow a little bit and see what I can see. But it got soaked, and it wasn't in a dry bag. It was just in its you know, pouch that down there. So the hammock and the these straps that I got for it, these Malo Me hammock straps, which are awesome, super easy to use, and I mean, look how hardcore these things are. They got soaked, and so I took them. I didn't want to leave them stuffed up in their stuff sacks, so I got them hanging on the tent. I promise I would not actually sit in it like that and like crash the tent to the ground and break the poles and screw everything up. Okay, let's see. Manteca 2015 Cabernet Sauvignon. Cheers, everyone. Let's see how this goes. It's got a really like unique taste. Interesting. I wish I could. I don't know the word for it. It's there's something about, I don't know. It's weird. It's not bad though. Anyway, all right. Well, that's where we stand for right now. I'm gonna have some of this, and then I think tonight. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Tonight's either gonna be. This is so weird, dispensing wine like this. Tonight's either going to be Mountain House lasagna or chicken and rice, kind of the standard chicken and rice thing. All right. Anyway, that's that. I'm gonna burn this, and yeah, got a little fire going. It's not really cold out here, at least not right now. So, well, I mean, it's not gonna be really cold out here to a lot of you guys that live up north. It's, you know, I think the low tonight is like in the high 50s, 58 or something. So, I'm gonna let this dry out a little bit. It got a little bit wet. All right, we'll check in a little bit. This little chilled out campfire shot brought to you by the Boda Brick. By the way, while I'm thinking about it, the main inspiration for getting out here and like kayak camping, which like I said, I've never even kayaked before today, by some YouTube channels, but there was one in particular that really made it look like, I was like, man, I have got to give this a shot. And that was a channel called Sailing and Such. Sailing, A-N-D, Such, S-U-C-H. If you're interested, I would highly recommend that you go check his channel out. The dude is, he's fantastic. He's really good on camera. He's really entertaining. He's hilarious. He just makes this look like so much fun. And it was, you know, I went through, like, I discovered his channel and went through and watched like every single video. And it's just, you know, he's the reason that I'm out here doing this right now. So if you're enjoying this, I mean, I'm just, you know, this is kind of just my typical take on the camping thing, but just with the different means of transportation. But if you're interested, I would highly recommend that you check out Sailing and Such. If you do, please comment on one of his videos and let him know that I sent you. If you're into this, that's a guy that actually knows what he's doing when it comes to kayak camping. So yeah, okay, it's about 8:30. I think I'm gonna get this food thing going here before too long. I'll bring you guys in then. This fireside chat has been brought to you by the Boda Brick. All right, you guys have seen these before. I put these together like so that when I go camping, I can just kind of grab one and roll out. It's got everything I need to make dinner. Not including water, of course. And then it's also got utensils, which I rarely need because I usually have my stuff with me, but just in case, a couple of napkins, some candies, and then it's got coffee and tea and a couple of sugar packets in case the next morning I might want that, which is rare, but it happens. So bring 2 cups of water to a boil. I'm pretty happy with this new cook set. I'm like kind of digging this being the new situation. There's something kind of satisfying about just cooking, like using the fire. So speaking of the fire, let me get this under control because right now it's just a smoky disaster. All right. All right, we're gonna bring that to a boil. Nope, we're gonna bring it along with that stuff that's in the pot. Okay, never mind, just kidding. Let's do that real fast. All right, we're gonna bring this to a boil. And then reduce heat and simmer for 7 minutes. I'll go ahead and get this set now. It's already set. Look at that. This wood, I don't know. I've been kind of fighting this firewood all night long tonight. It's just I don't know. It's just not. I know. Well, I think I do know what it is. It just burns. There's 2 problems. One, a lot of the stuff that I'm finding around here is so dry that it just burns and just evaporates and it's just gone. There's no like bed of coals to work with. There's no heat. And then the other half of that is that like this tree here is like, it was down, but it's not fully dead, and so it's really reluctant to burn. This piece right here is out of that, and it's just, you know, it lasts a long time, but it's not really. It requires a ton of other combustible stuff around it in order to burn. All right. Anyway, we'll keep an eye on that until it's boiling. And then pull it back a little bit and let it simmer. Dump some chicken in there. You guys know the drill. Pretty straightforward stuff. Okay. Hopefully this whole like GoPro headlamp action is working. Okay. This has been simmering for a little bit here. It's getting there. Okay, it's been 7 minutes. I don't think we're quite there though. Well, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna throw the chicken in. Just mush this kind of down in there. Yeah. All right, well, let's throw this back in here. Check back in a few. Okay. I think we're good. This has been kind of jamming for quite a while now. There's more heat down in here than I thought there was. All right. Well, I'm gonna dig in. I think the battery's getting low on the GoPro. I got my iPhone and my and this GoPro Session, and I've got a Mophie battery brick thing that is fully loaded. But once it's done, then that's it. So I gotta kind of be sparing with the use of battery power. So checking a little bit. There's something so satisfying about eating something like this that's like hot and tasty and hearty and everything else and really great, really terrible for you, but whatever. When it's been cooked just like using a stainless steel pot and a campfire, you know? I mean, I have this the fuel stove and the fuel canister and stuff, but I didn't have to use it tonight. Like it's great to have that as a backup. But I don't know, man. Being able to just make something like this, like with a packet of of rice, a can of chicken, some water, and a campfire, which is like dwindling on me, but I'll get that back in a minute. So great. This is just the end of the cleanup. I don't know why I decided to turn the camera on now, but I ate all of that rice and all the chicken. I ate the whole pot. I was hungry. I didn't eat much today, so. Okay. I think that's everything. So good. I use this cup. This cup nests right inside, like, or the pot nests right inside of that cup brilliantly. Okay. Dinner's done. Everything's packed up back into here outside of this, which is still being used. Although not at the moment, but we're going to do something about that here in just a second.
His cousins, obviously, with the other two, but all sibling. Because they have the same dad and their sisters.
Oh, right.
Kept it in the family. You know?
I mean...
Cheers. What's up, everybody? Got a pretty good little fire situation happening here. It's not very cold out. Maybe like mid to low 60s right now, would be my guess. And so accordingly, we have a little fire, which are like my favorites anyway. This one's cooking. Took a while, but it's cooking now. It's about 11:07 in 18 seconds right now. And yeah, the skies have cleared up almost entirely. It's an amazing night sky. It's just perfect out here. It's gorgeous. And yeah, life is good. I think I'm gonna probably turn it in here before too long. I was up early today, took care of some things, and then got on the road down to here, which was, almost 2-hour drive just to get to the thing, and then I loaded the kayak for the first time in my life, first time I'd ever loaded it. I had all my stuff together and was just like, okay, well, everything was prioritized. I knew that I had to have my tent, I had to have my sleeping pad, sleeping bag, pillow, cook kit, headlamp, I just went through the list, and kind of everything was prioritized that way. So the very first time that I loaded the kayak, there was no test loadings. There were a couple of times where I put like 1 or 2 things in just to get an idea of how much space there was. I put my tent up in the foot area the day that I bought the kayak, just to kind of see how much space that occupied, but so that gave me some idea to what I was working with. But otherwise, it was totally winging it today. But it worked out pretty well. Everything was good, and yeah, I mean, now we're just camping, so now it just is what it is. So yeah, okay. I'll see you guys in the morning. Thanks for watching.